Good morning, everyone. This is Mark Leibovit of the Leibovit VR newsletters. It's also available at vrtrader.com. Both URLs go to the same place. This is a Tradestation update for Monday morning, May 11th. We're going to look at Whole Foods in just a moment. As a reminder, we do have several products at leibovitvrnewsletters.com. Our VR Silver is our daily market commentary. Our VR Platinum is that plus specific recommendations. We have our Leibovit VR Gold Letter, which covers the gamut from crude oil to gold. And our VR Forecaster is our annual cyclical report for the major markets. Our new Vice Letter covers everything from cannabis to tobacco and gambling stocks. Very exciting area for trading. And of course, don't forget about our Trader's Book of Volume, which is our definitive guide to volume trading, which is also available in Chinese. Here at Tradestation, we do offer a 1-month free trial to the Leibovit volume reversal indicators. There are 3 versions offered. We have the sequential, which posts all volume reversals. This is what I use on the videos. We have the directional, which filters out repetitive VRs and also provides a trading stop. We have the 2-day version, which operates on the premise that following a negative or positive volume reversal, we tend to get a move a couple days in the direction of the VR. Looking at Whole Foods, interesting situation here. This is the weekly chart. The stock has been problematic because analysts come out with negative reports and expectations, but the company does real well. Try to get into the Union Square Whole Foods in New York. You have to wait 30 to 45 minutes in line on 30 different lines just to buy a dozen eggs. So basically, they've been trying to shake the stock. This is what happened from 2013, from this negative VR here, which defined a short-term top all the way to the point that it started to bottom here in late 2014. So a lot of interesting things here on the bigger picture. We're going to focus in on the shorter term, and this is pretty interesting. I'm going to take down this data window here. So the stock took off, let's say here, this is back on November 2014. There was a gap that was never filled, and it continued to rally for several months, and it topped out here in February of this year. And all along, I'm seeing it go up, and I enjoyed it, but I knew the gap here at some point might be filled. And then we start generating these negative VRs when the stock broke through the 50-day moving average, which is this blue line. And sure enough, this past week, on some more negative news, the stock broke, filled the gap, and here we are in another potential buy situation. Now, it takes time for this because in previous examples in time, if we can stretch out here a little bit, this is that basing pattern I told you about before it took off. We had this downside gap, and this was back from May 5th, 2014, so when it broke down big, and maybe you can equate the break here to the same pattern. It took several months of sideways action before it came back up and filled that gap, but all along, every time I generated a positive ER, there was a couple day trades to the upside, so a lot of long trading opportunities, and you didn't know which one was going to be the one to take it up to this gap. And finally, at the very end, it started to do that. Here toward the end here, we start generating a couple of VRs here on the left side of the screen, and then it finally started to take off and started this nice uptrend. So the basic objective here is to be long the stock, but if we can wait for a positive VR like back here, that would be an ideal situation. We don't know if the stock is going to go sideways for a while in multi-months or whether it's going to break again before it takes off, but we do have this gap, so we're going to be watching Whole Foods for an opportunity. It could take right off from here and fill the gap, but normally it goes through a little bit of a sideways pattern. Could be days, weeks, or months, and my feeling is if you buy the breaks, particularly followed by a positive VR, there should be some trading opportunities. So we've done this before successfully in Whole Foods, and it's a quality name, and we're going to be looking to do it again. So I appreciate you checking in. This is Mark Leibovit from the Leibovit VR newsletters. Don't forget to sign up here at Tradestation for our trial. Thanks for your call.